And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Guys, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for his play calling. LeBron James said he has so many different wrinkles. You've got to keep your head on a swivel. He'll run something you've never seen before. But Stevens said, honest to God, I've stolen everything we've ever done from somebody else. Kevin?
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, DA. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. That one out there with Horford, and it's White in at point guard. And for the Suns, we've got Booker. Johnson is out there with Ayton. Then there's Sanders, and it's Paul in at the point. Of course, for some players now in their second seasons, you can tell just how big the jump is between that first year and their second year in the league.
I think, Kevin, it's probably the single biggest growth opportunity. One of the things that happens is the game slows down for second-year players. Very rarely do you see a guy take a step backwards. They're comfortable, they're more confident, and they know what to expect.
White against Paul. White drives in. Can't get it to fall. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Johnson over to help. White the pass to Battistone. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. White against Paul. And there's the pass to Ayton. Over Horford. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
You must respect the in-between game of Devin Booker, so good in the mid-range.
Pass to Tatum. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. On the wing, Brown. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Ayton. Tight defense on him. The fadeaway. Al Horford with the rebound.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
White, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Paul looking around. Inside, Ayton. It's tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Celtics ball.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside, White. In the corner, Tatum with it. They now take the lead.
Pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot is important. Jason Tatum on point.
Johnson outside. Sanders against Tatum. Up top, Sanders. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's White. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Brown outside. Goes up on the wing. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him. His pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Now here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Here's Ayton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific. But they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
Ayton hits them both. And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last, Doris, in three-point accuracy 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, and I think that speaks, Kev, to the roster construction. You need floor spacing to win games, and it can't be from just one guy. This franchise knows that. They just haven't been able to yet solve the problem.
Now here's Paul after Jaylen Brown's miss. So they take the lead.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
White down low, defended by Paul. Count that one. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Paul passes to Sanders. Suns moving the ball around. Paul outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over White. That one off the back iron and out. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Sanders. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Sanders has got 5 points so far.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Pass to Brown from the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 3. Paul left side. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound, Boston. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Now, here's Ayton. Jason Tatum missing his last shot, and they pick up 2.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Outside Tatum. In the corner, Horford with it. His three-pointers off the mark.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Puts it up from 12. Paul's shot is off.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Outside Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Sanders. He's coming off a 22-point game against Atlanta.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Suns leading by 5. Here's Paul. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Johnson against Tatum. Fades and shoots. And the basket by Johnson. And the Suns lead by 7.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, and times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now, on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
Crawford, no luck. Celtics trail by 4. That's good from Gallinari on the assist from Smart. Gallinari's got 5 now.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Now, here's Bridges. 11 points last game. Here's Ayton. The shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot. And so Payton will bring it up for Phoenix. Saric, right side. Stolen by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Lets it go from deep. And Gallinari, good for 3. 8 points for him.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Payton the bounce pass. Saric looking around. Pass to Crawford. Just 5 to shoot. Ayton in the high post. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
This guy's so effective. DeAndre Ayton will take the mid-range if you concede it.
Nice shot by Smart. And the Celtics lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
There's Crawford with the 3. Hands it from downtown.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Smart. Sweet little floater. Smart's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
The clever floater, right? Marcus Smart putting the right amount of touch on what is really a tough shot.
Stolen by Smart. The kick out to Williams. Outside Tatum. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Brogdon finds Williams. And the shot goes in.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
Charge outside. Dishes it to Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Off target from three-point range. Here's Gallinari. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Gallinari's got 10.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Payton dishes to Crawford. 19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. A fader. The rebound by the Celtics. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. Feeds it to Williams. And the shot goes in. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Out to the right wing. And stolen by Tatum. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Celtics lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
Toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
We've got Jay Crowder. Elfrid Payton is out there with Bridges. Then it's Dario Saric. And it's Crawford at the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Now Brogdon. After the missed 3 from Jamal Crawford. Now the pass to Williams. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 4 assists in the game. Suns trail by 7. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Payton finds Saric. Hits the 3-point bomb. Saric has got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is what we call a legitimate stretch 4. Saric showing off his range. Williams
passes to Smart. Gallinari surveying the D. It's stolen by Sharch. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And the shot's good from Crowder.
You simply cannot sleep on Crowder in transition. He's a speedy forward who will run the floor for easy opportunities.
Now here's Smart. 9-point game his last outing. Now here's Brogdon. He doesn't hit that one.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Payton. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, just big-time athleticism. When Elfrid Payton is driving with a purpose, he is determined to score.
Smart kicks to Williams. Passes it to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Smart wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple. Smart's got 7 points in the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And here's Crawford. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. Pass to Bridges. Takes the three. Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading by 3. Left side, Smart. Pass to Williams. Williams finds Brogdon. Now here's Smart. 5 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Smart against Payton. 3-pointer. Crowder. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Suns ball. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Crawford outside. From outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Crawford's got the game tied up here for the Suns. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smart passes to Williams. Back to Smart. The 3. That shot off. And Phoenix will come the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Boy, at 6'4", Elfrid Payton has great size at his position and uses it to his advantage to score inside.
Now here's Williams. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento. Williams scored the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Now Payton. Outside Crowder. The pass to Crawford. To the middle. Here's Sharch. Bridges controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Smart passes to Williams. It's Brogdon on the wing. High arcing shot. Some solid defense from Sharch. Passes it to Bridges. And it's Phoenix scoring again. Celtics trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see. What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
Now here's Crawford. He has 6. And here's the break. Gallinari against Crowder. Brogdon left side. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. It's deflected. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, the Celtics.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Payton passes to Crawford. The shot, no good. Good D by Brogdon. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doors, over the course of a game.
Yeah, Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Now, here's Brogdon. After the miss from Crawford. Williams. Outside to Brogdon. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called plus sixes, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. White against Paul. To the left wing. Here's Sanders. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They grab their own miss, and the shot is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks. Paul against White. Paul dishes to Ayton. Kicks to Sanders. To end the drought. And the Suns get it back. And it goes down 2 points. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Suns. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference.
And right now for Phoenix, they've been a revelation here in the early going. Some people, including myself, had doubts about their plan coming into the season, but no question, it's working.
You know what, Greg? It just looks to me like they're having fun out there, and sometimes that's contagious. It drives success. This is beautiful.
Now, here's Sanders. 5 points in the game, but they get it back. Down low, trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Horford.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
One shot.
And when you think about Brad Stevens, he has one thing he cites quite often. The quote is, toughness is being able to physically and emotionally perform your task through any condition. And boy, when you think about his teams, they have embodied that for most of his tenure.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And Doris, the Celtics seem like they lost a bit of that resiliency and some of that composure last season. How do you think they get that back?
I think, Kevin, it has to begin with their leaders. Those are the players you expect to set the tone with toughness and togetherness.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
And he knocks down the first one.
And any discussion about CP3 has to start with his hands. The dribble moves, all the steals he gets, he uses his hands better than just about anybody.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And what I don't understand about the Suns, they had Aiden last year and Doris somehow go from middle of the pack to last in the league in rebounding.
And I think that's why we talk about the value of rebounding as a team, right? I think gone are the days when you can have just 1 or 2 guys working the glass. In the Suns' case, obviously, that really decreased their number of possessions.
Offensive rebound, Johnson. Booker in the corner. He kicks it to Sanders. No good with the triple.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Suns leading by 4. And it's sent back by Horford. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Tatum's got his second bucket.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Johnson outside. Ball against White. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely for 3. Booker.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, Greg, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
And here's White following the 3 from Chris Paul. Here's Tatum, and it's Boston with another.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Booker outside. Pass to Ayton. And Boston with the rebound.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced them into a really tough shot. Tried the fadeaway, but just couldn't pull it off. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the wide open shot from Paul. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Remains Phoenix ball.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Sanders with the ball. 5 points in the game. Clock at 4. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Baddest one's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Tatum. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Suns on top, leading by just 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. So it's going to come down to defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie? That's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. If you look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Celtics. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Addis one out there with Horford, and it's White in at the point.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league, and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
Now here's Booker after Jaylen Brown's miss.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, Devin Booker has proven to be a capable shooter from every spot on the floor, including the free throw line. This guy has become a must-watch.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
White looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton. Doris, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for White. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Now here's Booker. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Got a hand on it. White down low, working on Sanders for the lead. And it's White getting it to go. White's got 10. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's Sanders. He has 5. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's White. It doesn't go for him. Some solid D from Paul. The Suns trailing. For 3, Booker, a three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's baddest one, and it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight, and Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
White drives in. The 3 from Tatum. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 9.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Sanders. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot's good. And the Suns lead by 3. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Johnson right side. Over Horford. Johnson, good.
And you gotta love how Paul sees the whole court so well. Maybe the best quality for a point guard to have.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. There's the pass to Horford. 5 on the clock. Over Sanders. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Horford.
Let's remember, this is a staple of Al Horford's game. If you give him room to shoot, he will torch you.
Sanders against Tatum. Pulls it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
And White kicks to Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. For 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
I'll tell you, a veteran shot right there. Al Horford immediately answering back with a 3 of his own. Go ahead, big fella.
Passes to Sanders. Johnson against Horford. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Brown. No good from Booker. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. And it's Brown missing. For Phoenix, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. It's stolen. Paul against White. No good there. Paul with the defensive effort. Well, Phoenix shooting it well here in the 3rd, about 50%. Booker the pass to Johnson. Phoenix no good that time either. The Celtics with the lead. Paul with the steal. And it's blocked by Brown.
Wow, twice on the pipe. Jaylen Brown with a message for the offense. Nice.
For Boston, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Baddest one passes to Tatum. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And it's the Suns' ball.
Well, the big expectations for the Celtics going into last season never translated to the success many thought they would have. The vast majority of experts predicted that the Celtics would be in the NBA Finals. They were unequivocally, I think, the most disappointing team in the league. They just couldn't put the pieces together.
Phoenix calls timeout. And Doris, the depth of talent for the Celtics. In the end, it was their undoing.
100% right, Kevin. Too many players were unhappy about their roles. Too many guys felt like they could be doing more and could never adjust. As a group, trying to stay upbeat and connected with that amount of talent proved something the Celtics were incapable of doing. It draws more attention to the Warriors' sustained success. Their ability to make all that talent work was impressive.
Phoenix making some changes. Saric checked in for 8. Crawford comes in for Johnson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Chris Paul. And then for Boston, Gallinari, he's checked in for the baddest one. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Jason Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Derek White. And he makes the first.
Well, the Suns, of course, have the league's longest playoff drought. 9 straight seasons of going on vacation early. And think about it, that's despite picking at the top of the draft year after year.
Sanders hits them both. And Doris for the Suns going forward. It can't help that they play in the always difficult Western Conference.
That's right. The Western Conference is so strong at the top, and it's strong at the bottom as well. You know, you think about it, teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, Dallas, Sacramento, Minnesota, all of those teams are on the upswing. So how do the Suns eventually climb that ladder? I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Booker looking around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Booker's got 20.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Horford against Sanders. Here's Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. That's 10 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touchdown low? Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Booker dishes to Saric. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. So it's Phoenix now. It's a 1-point game. And slam dunk by Saric.
Wow, Dario Saric gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
Smart passes to Gallinari. With the teardrop, the shot no good. Good D by Sanders.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's Smart. 7 points in the game. Pass to Gallinari. The floater and the rejection by Sanders. Crawford against Smart. Crawford, no luck. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. Took him no time at all on that one. Gallinari's got 12.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 7. For 3, Booker. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Brown missing. Bridges passes to Sanders. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Crawford against Smart. For the lead, it's deflected. Now here's Crawford. 6 points for him. Pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Sanders. Count it from 12. He's got 11.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Smart kicks to Williams. Gallinari on the wing. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
It's Crawford on the wing. Sanders against Gallinari. 3-pointer. Sanders missing again.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Gallinari throws it down. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Booker up top. He's covered by Brown. And good that time. Booker's got 15 points in just the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Nice shot by Smart.
Boy, that's a terrific job, Kev, of Marcus Smart handling the basketball. He is relentless in how he's attacking the defense.
Booker against Brown. And here is Bridges. 7 points in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
First free throw is good. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Sanders. And so he hits both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Gallinari wide open. But they'll get another chance. Brown wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The pass to Crowder. Over Gallinari. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Booker against Brown. Left side, Crowder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gallinari.
Well, make no mistake, Kevin, Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Kevin, let's not forget, Jay Crowder is a former second-round draft pick. This guy has made his bones in the NBA by adding toughness to every team he's played on.
And the Suns making a change here. Payton's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. He hits both from the stripe. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Clock at 6. Goes up from the top of the key. No good on that one.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
It's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Suns leading. Jay Crowder out there with Crawford. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Bridges. And it's Saric in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Gallinari passes to Smart. Here's Williams, and he gets the bucket. Williams has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. Paul against Smart. Pulls it from the elbow. They get the rebound. Here's Crowder. Crawford right side. He dishes it to Bridges. Good on the triple. And the Suns lead by 2.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Smart finds Williams. Smart against Paul. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Now here's Paul. Over Smart, and it falls. Over the rim and in. And it's 9 points for Chris Paul.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Smart passes to Williams. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside to Brogdon. Smart on the wing. Pulls up from the corner. The shot comes out. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Crawford. That one goes in. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric, and it's Johnson in for Jamal Crawford. And a new group in for the Celtics. Baddest one's checked in for Williams. Horford comes in for Gallinari. Tatum, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Derek White subbed in for Smart. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alderman.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Johnson can't get it to go.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's White. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Ayton inside. Ball against White. And it's Paul missing.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
That one falls.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Paul. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Paul passes to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Passes it to Horford. Almost, but it rolls out. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Johnson dishes to Ayton. Crowder from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Suns lead by 3.
We know this. Jay Crowder is an effective shooter. Someone who can shoot the three well. You've got to get into his space.
Here's Brown. That's good from 17 feet away.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Ayton. Shoots a fader, and he comes up with the deuce. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. White the pass to Horford. Here's baddest one. Pass to White. Fires from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight. That's tipped, but he stays with it. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Celtics ball.
Sanders checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Bridges.
Booker.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside, White. Sanders against Tatum. 14 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Booker up top. He's covered by Brown. To the paint to take the lead, and he lays it up and in. Brown's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the Suns call time here.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Suns have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Paul against White. Pass to Sanders. Launches it. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Paul. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Brown. A fader. And Boston with the rebound.
Boy, no idea why. Away, had a clean look at the basket.
Here's Tatum. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. Now the feed to Ayton. It's good.
I love this young man's mindset. When he has the basketball, he's looking to score.
For Boston, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Horford the pass to Brown. Inside, here's Tatum. The second chance effort, and the layup is good. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sanders dishes to Booker. The tray. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics leading by 3. Right side Tatum. It's good. Tatum's got 15 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Now the pass to Ayton. Booker in the corner. Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Horford.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Phoenix calls timeout. A 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot, a shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Now Paul. And stolen by White. There's the lob to Brown. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Booker outside. Over Tatum. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Booker. Booker's got 26 points. Brown the pass to Horford. That's tipped and taken away by Johnson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brown against Booker. Shoots a 3. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And White with the block. Outside Tatum for the three, but they recover it.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Ayton. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. That's the baddest one. Johnson over to help. There's the three. And it's Brown missing.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
1:41 left in the game. Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Tatum. And he uses the glass on the layup. Tatum's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Brown against Paul. Booker outside. Here's Johnson. Good. And it's 13 points for Johnson.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
The kick out to Brown. The offensive rebound. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
For the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the pass to Sanders. Over Tatum. Horford with the rebound. The Celtics shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, the former number 3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum, has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
Sanders with the ball. Over Tatum. Sanders' shot is off. On offense, here are the Celtics. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And the Suns call time. They're trailing by 10. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for the baddest one. Tolliver comes in for Al Horford. Bradley's checked in for Brown. And Smart subbed in for White. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Smart. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
Crawford outside. On the wing, Morris. It's hauled in by Tolliver.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
You run in your house without staking it out if you ain't really bout. I win a different.